type of pauses in my speeches, and I was just like, you know what? I can really do this. But it became an addiction first. It was an obsession first. Like, I found myself running back to my room like I did when I was a kid so I could lay on my bed and then have these all-out conversations with myself. And this doesn't sound cool to a lot of you because you're looking for the person who's bursting out of their door during the light of the day having all this fun. And my biggest inspiration comes not during that time, but at the total opposite. After the day is done and I'm collapsing in and I'm falling into bed and all the energy has left, that's when I have these great epiphany, explosive type conversations about anything I want to talk about. When there's no other human around, it's just me and my voice and like the space in my bedroom, the echo, the Christmas lights spread across my dresser, under my TV, my black and white themed room, just like these moments. Not the ones when I'm outside and everything is in unison and everything is about the universe and karma and namaste and ghetto life and hood life, and then reaching into the corporate world and Hollywood and just trying to do 9 to 5s with the state and working for the government. Like, it's not even there. It's after I've gone through some of that and then I start retracting in, and then I'm in my bed and I'm having this talk. This is the talk that I keep running to and practicing. I don't know if there's an audience for this. I don't know if people even look for me or look for people to talk like this, but I've been doing this for 20 years and I think I've come a long way. I don't know if I'll ever sound professional and upbeat, but I'm very somber and I'm very, low tempered. I'm a little sleepy, but this is what I like to do. This is what I love. You know what's really powerful about finding why you love God is wondering if in the exceptionalism, when you find God, you have to find why you like Him. And for all the positive reasons, if you're just in it to see if you can make money out of it, I think you miss the general point. It's like sitting down and doing this podcast. If I jumped into this and did it just to see how fast I can make $1, then the last 20 years have been pointless. Because I did this every single day. If not every day, every couple of days for the last maybe 30 years in my life. And I never once thought that I would make money off of it. All I know is I had something on my chest and I had to get it off. And all I needed was my bedroom with pure silence and 4 walls, and I would just talk to myself for hours. And I never would have conceived the thought of somebody hearing these thoughts. Are you kidding me? I just needed to hear myself say it. And it was just mounds of stress would just melt off me. Just hearing me say out loud what was running through my mind all day. Or saying it in a way where it becomes a theme or a wheel or a cog in my brain that cures a whole bunch of insecurities and turns it into a gear. And then I keep talking and talking, and then I form a wheel that connects to that gear. And then all of a sudden I got things working in my head. I got things going on. I'm like, oh my God, this makes sense. And I just keep talking and talking until a whole bunch more stuff comes out. And then the best parts of it comes together and it makes another gear that connects to the first two. And now I got these little gears twerking in my head and turning and make clockwork and making little things seem more promising. Pulling metaphors out of my raps and then stretching them out and applying them to a world of female issues, promiscuity, low self-esteem, body issues, weight issues, obesity, health issues that come with being overweight. And then relationship with females who, the daughter-mother dynamic, where you see mothers and daughters who live together for all of their lives, and there's no men in the picture. And there's no other relationships. The dysfunction of it, the function of it, the meeting of the minds, the coming together and teaching each other how to grow, breaking through each other's pride and resentment and hurt that the world gave to us, and then we come together and make our own sanctuaries, especially during this time of COVID. Dropkick COVID. Everybody dropkick COVID in the mouth if you can. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think I'm gonna be good at this because I do this regardless. This is flooding my spirit, my soul, and my mind and my life regardless of a platform. That's why I think I'm gonna be successful at it. Because regardless of this phone, if this mechanism wasn't proof that I'm alive right now, I would still be in silence, just in my room talking my problems out to myself, just so my own ears can know that it's possible. So I'm not wrapped up in my mind of make-believe and creativity so much that I distort what reality truly is. That's the difference. The phone jumps in just to provide proof that I've grown, that I've spoke something into fruition. This phone is the fruition of that years and years of work. Because before, even if you go back to Perfectly Broken, a lot of those come from my recorder from my diary. I was putting things in my diary that I might want to listen to later. And then some of them were so good that I had the gall to put them on this platform for you guys to hear. And now I'm just here speaking this truth into life. This I promise you. If you ever worry about my health and my well-being or who I am, always know that if it ever came too heavy and this phone just magically disappeared and there was no phone, just know that there is a 40-year-old woman in her bed talking her issues out to herself till she passes out and go to sleep. And there's no receipt check. There's no account for that. It's just me keeping tabs on my own mental health and well-being. Oh, yeah, and another thing. I did go to a foot doctor. I do have my problem is I have nerve issues more than anything else. And I might have pinched nerves in my back that are creating issues in other parts of the body. Like a pinched nerve will send painful signals to your feet, to your knees, to your hips, to your shoulders and arms, to your head. So I might have to see someone about that. But the joints themselves are fine. Like my feet and my legs and stuff are fine. But I might have something going on in my back. And I should know because I've had issues from like 20 years ago with my back. But anyway, I've had this conversation, believe me, about 5,000 times over the past 20 years. In some form or another, this conversation about me comes up to myself over and over again. I venture off to other topics, and then I end up talking myself back into this topic over and over and over. And yet and still, God believes me and I believe him. And I know together we can get through anything. We can be strong and we can talk about anything. And we can help those who need our help to do anything and to be everything. A lot of times you don't need to tell your friends your issue. You don't need another body to hear you out. If you trust yourself enough to know that these issues are real, you can heal yourself. You could be your own self-contained healing unit. Right? Right. All right, love. I'm not going to be up too long. I need to get some sleep. But, I love you. And I'll see you when I see you. Talk to you later. much as I thought I could plan a podcast, that is not going to happen. I do not have the mindset to sit here chop up block for block how I'm going to tell you about weight loss and weight gain.